unfortunately, our bench, which is just made up of a bunch of young guys, did not, and they've been great all year, they did not help us today. And every time I went to the bench, we got lackadaisical basketball, which gave them life, it gave them runs. So we got to get that. That hasn't happened before. That's what caught me off guard today. But with all that said, we've played 6 games, 5 away from home. Our experienced players, Chris, Mike, Hassani, came out here and led us, and they performed and competed and helped us get a win.
Questions for Chris?
Chris, what did you see in the first half, and what was it like being a part of that? You guys start so strong, and then they had their big run. What was that first half like?
Chris, before you actually, if you could just move the mic towards you, please. Thank you very much.
Like Coach said, we've been very good in practice, so we came out with the same energy. And when we saw, we put the bench player in. I think they did a good job recognizing and like coming back to the game.
How'd you feel about your performance and career high? How'd you feel out there?
I wasn't paying attention to my performance. I was just trying to play hard, and like as the game was getting harder, I was getting more lucky. And that's it. And the guy was doing a good job passing the ball in the post. I was just trying to get what I got.
Anybody else for Chris? Okay, thanks, Chris.
Yeah,
go ahead.
They're at the end of the first half. You guys, they had their big run, but you were able to get some buckets. Frank made the 3. How important do you think the way you guys ended the first half was to go in with a lead, even though they had their run? How big do you think that was?
That was really big. You know, we came back in, and the way we was passing the ball and talking to each other was really good. Like Coach said, he was like, we didn't practice, so it was really good.
Talk about just personally what it felt to be back here.
Yeah, it's been great. Yesterday when we landed, a couple of folks that work with us at the university and I just spent a lot of time down in Little Havana, just spending time in areas that raised me, made me, and then I got to the hotel last night after practice. We probably had 45 people watching practice. And then we got back to the hotel, and there's a slew of former players, people I played with, grew up with, guys I coached, guys that coached with me, just hanging out in the hotel lobby. And then to come in here, excuse me, today for shoot around, and just be somewhere that you know, this university believed in me. You know, I wasn't a bad student. I should have been a real good student. But school was never important to me, you know. I mean, college is what I should say. This university took a chance on a kid like me that they didn't have to, and helped me, and you know, because of them, I get to do what I do for a living now. When I mean them, I'm talking about this campus, and to be back, be able to coach a game in my city and in front of so many friends and family, and it's been a powerful 48 hours for me.
How emotional has it been?
It's. I'm sure when I get on this plane and head home here in a little while, the emotion of the game will pass, and when I go outside and I got to start hugging people that I worked with at North Miami, at Booker T, at Miami High, people I grew up with, classmates that I haven't seen since high school, that I just saw outside. I'm sure when the emotion of the game separates from me and the emotion of life settles in, I'm sure it's going to be moving for me. You know, it's, you know, we'll see. We were trying to play this game last Wednesday, and we were going to fly right in. This university is dear to me, and I told President Rosenberg today I want to get engaged to help this university. We're going to play the game last Wednesday, and we're going to fly in from the tournament we were at, and we were going to spend Monday, Tuesday here. But for whatever reason, the university couldn't make that work to play the game on Wednesday, and so then we had to push it to Monday. But I had it lined up with the president of the Alumni Association. I was going to do functions for them on Monday and Tuesday. Really work hard to promote this game, not to help me. My life is public, way too public, to to help FIU basketball, to help FIU. I was gonna work my rear end off to make a public thing so we can have a great, great night here today, last Wednesday, but for whatever reason, I couldn't get done.
Just what can you say about Chris's performance?
Yeah.
Just the ferocity he seems to play with too.
Yeah, he's awesome, and here's the best part about him, he lets you coach him. Some kids, when you coach them, they roll their eyes, they got bad body language, they pout. Chris lets you coach him, and he is embraced and he wants to take that next step as a player. As a freshman, he was a 10-minute a game guy. That's all he could play. He didn't know a single play. He didn't know any defensive assignments, but you see the strength and energy he plays with. So all he can play was 10, 11, 12 minutes because he was always in the wrong place. So he can go out there with incredible energy and he commit fouls and just go to the wrong place. So you couldn't leave him out there real long. Last year, he took a step to go from a 10-minute a game guy to a secondary 20-minute a game guy. When I mean secondary, he wasn't the focus of our offense. He grew. Now this year, he's taken another step. And, I'm not saying these are the numbers he should have every night, but the presence that he's creating for us offensively is who he can be on a regular basis. He can shoot it. His turnovers got to come down. That's right now, he gets over anxious and he'll pass the ball where he thinks people are at rather than where people are actually at. But for us to be a good team, he has to become that focal guy for us offensively, and he wants that. So it's my job to help him get there.
What do you think of Frank's performance in the second half? Those threes, it seemed
Booker.
Yeah, Booker.
Yeah, he continues to grow. He's a first-year guy. And his biggest adjustment to what we do is our defensive concepts. It's all brand new to him. He's never had to play defense the way that we try to teach it, as it is with all the first-year guys. But he's really, really gotten better over the last 10, 12 days defensively. So now it's allowing him to stay on the floor. And he can shoot the ball now. He had 3 straight days where he didn't miss too many in practice. And early in the game, I thought they did a good job of staying with him. That's why we got some of the layups we got inside because their defense stayed out. What we did is we started in the second half to attack a little bit off the dribble, and we made that next pass, and he was ready to make shots. And he can shoot it now. We need him to get on a roll where he can let it go like that and make shots for us.